All right, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Freezin NFC North Podcast, episode 118, 2024 Week 17 review and Week 18 previews, plus an epic division championship showdown coming up. We have a big show, lots of great returning guests, but we've got some new ones, and so just really want to get everybody some FaceTime here. So as we get started, where can you find Isaac? Where can everyone find you?
Oh, you can find me on Twitter. I'll be starting a Patreon soon, but you can find me on Twitter. Do live shows there every Friday. Rev's been on recently. YouTube and Facebook Live every Friday and Tuesday.
Lots of good stuff. And I say that, not too loosely. Obviously, it's good stuff, but it is Packers stuff. So I kind of, it's down a peg. Hey, all right.
I was actually harsh on them. You'll see in this show, but I was actually not happy after that Minnesota game. So
all right. Well, that's good. I know Trev is all sunshines and butterflies. Where can we find you, Trev, as we get started?
Yeah, you can find me everywhere. RevTrevNFL. I love doing passionate, realistic, and honest NFL and Packer content. So hit me up and be entertained, baby. Be entertained.
We're always entertained. I sometimes have to shut it off, but I'm still entertained of sorts. We have another Packer fan who always love having on, Dale from Average Cheese. Where can everyone find you? And I'm glad to have you back.
Oh, that's my boy. He got a beard.
Yeah, I'm looking really old today. I'm incognito.
I didn't even know that was you.
Yeah, it's good to see you again. It's good to be back on this place. You can find us at AVG Cheese on Twitter. You can also find our podcast anywhere you listen to podcasts.
I was going to say, this season maybe has made you a little bit old, Dale.
Yeah, this gray is just from this season.
I can see that.
Not
I mean,
old age.
I used to have a full mop on the head of my hair before the season. Got to go back and look at all the videos.
And then the Bear season.
And the Bear season. And as you know,
I look like ZZ Top if I was a Bears fan. Sorry.
Hey, we're coming 2025. But
100% baldness.
2024 is what some other teams, and connected on Twitter with another great Viking podcaster, and welcome on for the first time, JJ. Where can everyone find you?
You can find me on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, all under the name JJ Vikings. And I have been doing content. My first ever platform of doing content was in 2022 on YouTube, and my first video was the Vikings-Packers game, week 1 of the 2022 season, when the Vikings won that game 23-7. But I've been a Vikings fan in general since I was 6 years old, so I've had that purple passion in me since a very young age. So, Skol Vikes.
Very good. Well, welcome. I love the passion. Don't love the team, but hey, that's all right. We all get along here. And another Viking mainstay here on the podcast. Where can everyone find you, Rhino?
At Vikings Uncensored on YouTube and Facebook, at Vikes Uncensored on Twitter X. Bouncing a couple shows a week, and a lot of interaction on the Twitter. So hit me up, say hi, argue a little bit if you're a fan of another team. I'm all good with that too. But locked and loaded.
Locked and loaded. A lot of great stuff. Obviously, you can find me on NFLOutdated on YouTube. You can started revamping the channel a little bit. We're going to be just highlighting a little bit more things as we kind of get into the offseason as well. But obviously, there are a couple teams that have things to play for. The Vikings are there. Packers have something to play for. Obviously, my Bears, we have pride to play for. But someone I am always proud to have on here from the One Pride, 7th letter. Where can everyone find you?
What's up, everybody? You can find me on Twitter X, 7th letter 4, same OG on Instagram and Facebook, and still on top of the NFC North.
Yeah, always great stuff. But hey, you know what? I think Rhino and JJ are here to take you down off that pedestal.
Little JJ ain't gonna go to school Monday, man. He's gonna call out.
Okay.
Objects in the mirror
yeah.
are closer than they appear.
Yeah.
Well, Lions have nothing to play for. I think they do. They have plenty to play for. Let's go ahead and talk about the amazing Bears and okay, it was I don't know how many people actually watched. I tried not to, and I really didn't watch much of it because it was just ridiculous. Bears lose their 10th straight.
I'll let you know. You didn't miss a thing.
I did. Bears lose their 10th straight.
Apparently, there is a class action lawsuit. If you actually watch that entire game, you may be entitled to compensation. So,
bro, listen, man, you have the two worst primetime games the last 2 years that I have ever seen in my life, yo. Vikings, Bears last year, and Vikings Seahawks this year. The worst 2 games I've ever seen.
At least we don't have to see the Seahawks in the playoffs, right?
Oh, I don't know.
No, they're done, I think.
Are they
I
done?
think they're
Okay.
out. I think they're clinched.
Let's just kind of like basically sum it up. And just got off Christmas. Stink, stank, stunk. We held them to 6 points, but I don't know what to say about this team right now. And they just, I said last week that this game didn't mean much to me. It doesn't. It didn't mean as much to me because it's really kind of a do nothing game in the scheme of things. But just to lose like that, 6-3, it just kind of, it's a microcosm of the season. We're this close, right? The Bears are this close, but we're so far away. Like it's just like we're close in score in the beginning of the season. We're close, but we're really not. Like it's just leaps and bounds, like how far away organizationally we are. And I do like what Caleb has come out. Obviously, the line has gotten a lot of of the blame, and it should. But I love my leader, Caleb Williams. Like I've always been on the Caleb train, right? 7th letter. And he actually defended his line and said, put all the blame on himself. That's what a leader does. So blame goes to pretty much everybody. Ryan pulls everything on this, roster construction and everything. But through it all, I think Caleb Williams is still kind of poised as a leader, no matter what a lot of people say. He is the QB for the future. He is a leader, and he's showing it, like even in with this, in the adversity. So go ahead, throw stuff at me.
I got a question for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you think that the Bears? It's a 2-parter. I'm wondering if you think if Caleb is it, but also, are the Bears going to put him in position to actually achieve the potential that you thought he would be with the number 1 pick? Because I'm wondering if they're going to let Poles do his job and if he's going to actually get the O-line right in time before Caleb takes too many hits.
Oh, okay. You know me. I know Caleb absolutely is a guy, right? He is, he's already better. Yeah. He's already better than Jordan Love, right? Here's the thing. Jordan Love didn't start his rookie year, so Caleb Williams did. So Trev, we're already ahead of schedule for my quarterback.
Rev's going to have a lot to say on that.
But hey, that's the thing. The question is going to be, is Ryan Poles going to be given the opportunity to continue building the roster? And maybe he won't even want to. So I don't know. What scares me about kind of the future is, just organizationally, are we equipped to go forward? And obviously Kevin Warren, maybe he'll take the, just the bite out of what Ryan Poles is trying to do. I don't know. It's a lot of people are kind of going to the fire Ryan Poles side, but here's the thing. It's been an organizational failure for, I don't know, forever, and that's, it sucks as a Bears fan. Like it sucks to have this product out there. The only solace that I have is I haven't paid to go to a game this year, right? Like you can imagine like how much it is to go to these games and to sit there and
Can you imagine going to this game, the Seahawks Bears game, That would have sucked.
It's funny. Actually, I almost was gifted an opportunity to go to this game, and I said no. I'm glad that I didn't have the opportunity. So it's a lot, and it almost kind of reminds me, for those of you who are baseball fans, I'm a long time Cubs fan, and back in the 90s, like they sucked. They were horrible. But they sold out. Everybody loved the friendly confines. Everybody's paying, and that's the thing. Like, if the team is not motivated to do anything, if the ownership is not motivated to do anything, we're not going anywhere. And so we finally have the quarterback because of the trade that Ryan Poles made. There's a lot wrong overall, but if we have a leader who's a good offensive coach coming in, there's a lot of things that I think can fix offensively and also attitude wise. I mean, seventh letter, you kind of said this too about DJ Moore attitude, and that kind of sucks. He is our main guy, but attitude wise, Keenan Allen will probably be gone. But it's just embarrassing all around to have this whole negative connotation. I mean, now, one coach is not going to fix everything, but maybe Ben Johnson is the answer just to have a young offensive guy come in. So we'll see. But that's really all I have to say. I'm looking forward to this week on Green Bay.
I've got a question.
Yeah.
Do you, as a Chicago Bears fan, miss those great old times back when the Detroit Kitty Cats were only our little brothers and we'd always put them in their places? Because now all their fans are always getting all riled up after like one or two good seasons and forgetting that the past 30 years exist.
So is that a question for Bears fans or Lions fans?
I knew I liked you, JJ. I knew that. He's coming right away.
JJ's coming out firing tonight.
He's coming for the big dog right away.
You told me I wouldn't go to school tomorrow, on Monday, and that's because they won't be able to handle my excitement of getting the number 1 seed.
Here's the thing. I'd love to, I thought the Vikings were going to win 2 games. And yes, Miles, yes, he does have fire. I don't even know, seventh letter. I can't even answer that one. I feel like I'm in between here. I'd love to say that my Bears are even worthy of this discussion, but not right now. So seventh letter.
I don't miss those times.
As a Bears fan, I do miss those times, not for the losing, but I miss Barry Sanders. I miss all of those, Calvin Johnson, that incomplete pass, all of that stuff.
I have deep respect for those players.
Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that.
Keep going.
Don't say that. That was y'all cheated us that game. We got cheated a couple times.
I do remember actually watching that game and thinking that actually was a catch. So hey, I get it. So not much to say about the Bears from Seattle. On to other things. Let's go ahead and Rhino, I'm going to give you a start on this one. So the Vikings did hold off the Packers, come back. Give us some helmet stickers on that game.
The obvious one's got to go Sam Darnold. Threw for a career high 377 yards, 3 touchdowns. He did have that one bad interception, but just showing the growth of Sam Darnold that has occurred. He went the very next drive, took the team and drove it right down the field, got the 7 points back. So, that was definitely a good sign. And Sam has done that time and time again this year. He hasn't let the mistakes bother him like certain other quarterbacks that we've had in recent history. But
who are you talking about? Kurt?
I'm not going to mention names, but we'll just leave it at that. The defense in general, Blake Cashman has been, very sneakily, potentially the MVP of this defense. The 2 bad games we had this year were the 2 bad games that he didn't play. He's in there making plays. He's got the green dot. He's running the defense. The defense in general held Jordan Love to 64 yards until almost midway into the 4th quarter. And then they called off the dogs. And then, before they should have. But it just all the way around. Jalen Naylor had a big game. Early they were taking Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison away a little bit. So Naylor was getting open and he was making the plays down there. So it's, it was truly for the Vikings, it was one of the more complete games that they had played on both sides of the ball up until about 6 minutes to go in the game. So,
well, that's what I was going to say. JJ, I know you're pretty positive about your Vikings as well, but are you at all worried about like this constant collapsing in the end? Obviously, you almost lost to the Bears. It just keeps happening. Like, are you worried at all about this, JJ? Oh, he's so worried he's frozen here. He's thinking about it. That's all right. I get it.
He's thinking hard.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen Monday.
Oh, are you back?
That probably is gonna happen Monday.
We have you, JJ.
Yeah,
it's in Detroit.
yeah.
We'll
Sunday
let.
night.
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
You back?
I'm a guy who's a fan, but
Feel bad his
the
internet's
Vikings
not
can
working.
win the number 1 seed, but
Internet's
there
kind
is
of
a
in and
chance
out.
so we don't. A possibility
I'll let you kind
that we
of
don't, but
check your internet here. You're kind of in and out. Go ahead and check that real quick.
whether
If you
there is or isn't a possibility,
Yeah, you might.
I think
Man.
that if we just
Yeah, you might have to. Yeah. Take
if
his
we
legs.
use the ball the right way, if we and just continue to make but they can't do that against a Brian Flores defense,
I need I need you to hang up and call back and then say that all over again because you're breaking up.
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna put you out here and go ahead and hang up. Kind of call back because we definitely want to get more of that take as well. We want to make sure internet. Can you kind of hear us a little bit? Yeah, let me go ahead and do that. So Rhino, are you worried at all about that?
I don't like it. It's it's that I don't want to call it lack of killer instinct, but that's maybe for lack of a better term what it is. We get in a comfortable spot, and then they like I mentioned earlier, call the dogs off, and then all of a sudden the opposing team is right back in this thing. They need to be cognizant of that and keep their foot on the gas until the end of the game. That this, going into that pseudo prevent, calling off the blitz and all that other stuff that makes this defense successful, stopping that before the game is over, it's going to bite us one of these days. And we just been fortunate that, that when we need a drive, Darnold has gone out there and been absolute money and been able to get that for us to get us back into a position. And then the defense will, has at least in the previous games, been able to come up with an interception or a stop or something to finish the game off.
Shelby, it's crazy what he said. Darnold has been the one.
Insane.
To me, I mean, I still think Darnold's gonna kind of mess up in the playoffs and all that stuff. But hand out some Alma stickers
That's
from your
been
side.
every week is like, oh, it's just a matter of time.
That's right. Yeah.
No, it's crazy. Even the split second that he got that interception and everyone was like, oh, and then the next drive was like his best drive of the game. Mm-hmm. It's like, those are the things that it's amazing to see. And I feel like I saw someone on another video on TikTok where they were like, it almost seems like we're addicted to 1-score games. And I remember I said that 2 years ago too, but it's like, it almost feels like we have to face adversity in order to do our best. Now, that is probably going to come in handy in the playoffs because, those are the times where we really kick into high gear. But it's like we start off hot, and then exactly like Rhino was saying, it's it's exactly like you were saying, is the defense kind of goes away, or we're both not playing equally the entire game. And I feel like I'm glad that, take everything about the Lions-Vikings game away, I'm glad that they are our last opponents of the regular season, because I think that they are going to be the closest to the level of adversity that we would face in the playoffs. And I did a video on TikTok where I was saying, I think that the playoffs started last week for us. These last 2 games, they're playoff teams. They're they're divisional games. They're games that are, yeah, you're good. They're games that you're going to be close. And you just, sorry, we were in like a bowling tournament and it got really serious. That's why I was like, but yeah, I feel like those 2 games is going to be proving if we can last in the playoffs. And you say the thing about, I'm waiting for Darnold. I think we're all waiting for the shoe to drop. It doesn't even feel real. I say it probably 3 times a day. I feel like I'm living in the Twilight Zone. It's just so crazy. Like, when is it going to end? And I think that has been the difference between Dan Campbell's mindset and our mindset. Is Kevin O'Connell all year is like, it's 1-0. That's all we care about. We care about winning the one game. Don't worry about the next. Don't worry about the past. We didn't have these expectations, so we don't have that pressure on us to be this killer contender. And I think that that's why we continue to do a good job, because we're not dealing with that stress. Like, already we're like, we did more than anyone said that we were going to do, and just keep riding that wave. I think the atmosphere plays a part, but yeah, it comes back to the same thing of, we need to play a full 60 minutes of football at the same caliber that we're capable of. And if we do that, I'm not about to say anything too crazy, but I think
you're not going to say
you're not saying Super Bowl.
I'm capping it as Vikings Lions NFC Championship.
All right.
Eagles are going to have something to say about that.
Whoa.
So
Wait a minute.
Trevor,
Lions Vikings like NFC Championship game, or you're going to be playing for the number 1 seed right now? Like, what did you just say?
That's coming this week.
I was saying, if we're talking about what we are capable of long run, I'm going to cap it as, I do believe that we can make it there. Am I going to sit here and be like, this is the year that we win a Super Bowl? I'm not going to allow myself to even get there.
That's
because
okay.
Then I'm going to be sobbing, throwing up.
JJ, you're saying that though?
He's on the edge of his seat.
You're saying Super Bowl though? Because you're pretty hyped here. Although I think you're young enough to not have all of the Vikings angst that many of the Vikings 98.
You serious? I went through 38-7 in 2017. I went through that heartbreak in the playoffs against the Eagles. I know what that's like, and I also know like I've been through some of the heartbreaking games too. Like,
just YouTube the 98 kicker. That was perfect.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God. No. No. Sip your lips, please. Kickers. We don't know what kickers are besides Will Reichard. We don't know what kickers are.
Well, speaking of,
that's a foreign term to our Vikings, obviously. But Will Reichard will come and crush that. How about that?
See if he doesn't doink one.
I don't know though, because
he doinky last week.
Do you guys think? I got a question. Do you guys think whoever wins this game is going to the Super Bowl in the NFC?
We said that, didn't we?
The Lions and Vikings, whoever loses has to go to Philly round 2, most likely. Because I'm sorry, Rev, I don't think we're going on the road and beating Philly if we are the number 7 seed. So,
what is wrong with you?
Dude, I gotta be realistic.
I am realistic. I'm the most realistic fan out there. And if you don't think we have a possibility of winning that game, I think you should take your Packers license and put it on the shelf, because at the moment, brother, we haven't lost jack squat.
All right, brother. All right, brother. Let's go ahead and talk about a team.
Let me tell you something here, brother.
Wait, repeat the question, because my ears went out. You say whoever wins this game is what?
I think whoever wins between Lions Vikings and gets the number 1 seed is going to the Super Bowl. Because I don't think the loser is going to be able to go to Philly and go win 3 road games to get to the Super Bowl. It's not happening.
Yeah.
I'm not saying
No,
my
I
Packers
agree.
are going to the Super Bowl either. I just said they're not. But really,
Well,
we 8-0 on the road. I ain't scared of nobody's house. So
Well, we're
let's-
9-0 in the last.
Typical Lions fans. After like 1 or 2 good years, they start getting all hysterical.
No. It's not
We'll get there. We'll get
True.
there.
Dude.
Let's talk about the Packers here.
So true.
We'll get there. We'll get
It's so
there.
true. Lions
let-
fans don't know winning. I love it. They
Let's talk
don't
about the
know
Packers
winning.
here. So, Trevor,
I hate the
gonna-
Packers. I hate the Packers.
Well,
I hate them.
I
I'll
do
never
too.
root for them again. I swear to God, I'll never root for them ever again in my life.
because they
See,
let
I'm
you
nicer
down.
'cause I'm used to winning.
Yo, come on, man. Like it was something like, why do your boy keep throwing off his back foot for no reason?
All
I
year,
got a
man.
lot of
Trevor,
Jordan.
all right,
No
let's give Trevor-
reason,
I
yo.
got a lot
Let's
of
give
love, but
Trevor.
it's
We've
not
got
popular.
Trevor. We've got a lot of Packer fans here. So Trevor, we'll start with you. Give us, pass out some blame. Obviously, Jordan Love is, really regressing this year. So tell us what happened in that game.
You know what? I made a video called "It Doesn't Matter," and it didn't matter.
This is what they
Because
say.
at the end of the day, and this was my conclusion. It mattered to Lions fans. It mattered to Vikings fans, but it really didn't matter. We're in the playoffs. We're prepping for the playoffs, guys. So this idea that we had to win on Sunday, you know what? We disappointed a lot of Lions fans because they don't want to play the Vikings in a meaningful game this week. I think it's better for the league that we lost. The Vikings won. All of a sudden, this is now, right, Shelby? You tell me, the most important NFL game in history, regular season.
Speak on it.
We're helping the drama. We're helping the ratings out. At the end of the day, I could care less if we lost to the Vikings by 2 points, by the way, not 20. And so here's
Garbage
the
time
thing.
points.
We're walking in. We're going to be going. It doesn't even matter if we beat the Bears. Of course, we're going to beat the Bears, but it doesn't matter. What matters is the playoffs, and I can't wait. I'm going to get my popcorn ready, enjoy this weekend. I'm going to watch the Lions, the Vikings. I don't even know who I'm going to cheer for.
I
I'm
think
probably
if
just
you're
gonna
a
watch them just
football
kill themselves,
fan,
get injuries, all that kind of stuff. So back to my Packers. I'm just saying, this is all. We're right there. We're in the mix. And so we got to win, just like you guys got to win. You got to earn it. And I'm looking forward to it. I want to see my team go against one of your teams, and let's go. Let's
would
go.
you guys
Let's
be
see what's going to
playing?
happen in the playoffs when it matters.
Philly. And we could beat Philly if I'm just gonna say this. We could beat Philly if Jalen Hurts is still banged up or they're out of rhythm.
Right.
And we were with them week 1, and we play all these teams close. The only time we didn't was when Jordan Love was banged up in Detroit. We're close. But the problem with the Packers is that, and I said this in a video, Sam Darnold had all day. He could have made a vacation. He could make vacation plans with his family. He could have got a manicure if he felt like it. He could have watched a movie before our lack of pass rush got to him. If the Packers don't fix this pass rush, and it's a lot easier for Sam Darnold throwing to Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, having Aaron Jones in the backfield. We have Jacobs. I think Jacobs wins slightly. And TJ Hawkinson. With those 3 weapons, that trumps anything the Packers have. If we want to go on a real Super Bowl run in the future, because I think we're close, we're a really good team with an elite secondary, with a damn good running back, but we're the problem, and we've got a damn good coach, but we're limited with these receivers against elite secondaries. They just can't get it done.
So this is
Reed the
crazy.
number 2.
I want to
Jaden
bring
Reed is a
Dale in.
2.
Dale, I want to bring you in here. You're always the voice of reason. Like Trev used to be the voice of reason. Now he's like, it doesn't
What
matter.
did I say that was
doesn't
unreasonable?
He
It
wasn't
doesn't
watching
matter.
NFL
We-
It
now.
only mattered for
NFL
some of
game
us.
doesn't
It
matter.
all mattered.
Worried
All
about
right.
ratings on Sunday night.
Yeah, you're worried about losing, Seven.
Yeah, no,
no,
That's
no,
the
no,
problem. You're
All right.
mad because you
No,
got to
no.
play a meaningful game, bro.
This is true.
You did that
That's
already.
true.
You did that already.
And this
We're
is
gonna
good.
do
Yeah,
it on
these
Sunday.
two.
This
We're
is
gonna
gonna
Dale.
be
we're
tough,
gonna
man.
do it
Against
ourselves.
Buffalo?
All right,
We're
all
gonna
right.
do it ourselves
I
on
actually,
Sunday.
I
But
got Minnesota
every
winning
time-
this. Sorry, man.
Okay.
Every time y'all play somebody, y'all lose.
That's true.
Every time. Y'all
That's
just
the last 30
lose
years
by
for you
the-
guys. That's the last
and
30
the
years for you guys.
story
Okay,
of
okay.
y'all season. Every
right,
time
Dale.
y'all play somebody, y'all lose. Y'all
All right.
frauds now, man.
I should have brought some popcorn.
Hey,
All right,
that's
Dale.
easy to talk. You better close
I'm
and get a
still here.
Super Bowl.
All right,
You
Dale.
don't have a
I want
defense.
Dale. Hey, I want Dale to say something here. Okay.
Okay, I'm ready.
Muting everybody else here. Dale, it's your turn, sir. You were using the voice of reason. Trev has kind of been, gone off the deep end here, but I want to give you a chance here. Go ahead, Dale. Give us some blame here for this Packer game, and are you even worried at all about this game?
I am worried about the Packers. They can't seem to put a complete game together against a decent team, and you can't beat good teams playing for 12 minutes, and that's what we continue to do week after week, and that's very frustrating. Yeah, Jordan Love didn't play well in this game, but we were in it. But you can't be in a game but be 20 points behind, 10 points behind, and then expect to beat good teams. That's never going to happen. It's not going to happen in the playoffs if the Packers continue to do this. I do think that the Packers have to figure out what their pass rush is going to look like. The fan in me hopes that they were just playing that vanilla. They didn't stunt a lot. The Packers don't blitz a lot. I'm hoping that they were holding that off the playoffs because you can't. I mean, Sam Darnold, like was said before, has threw for 377 yards, something stupid like that. The one time they did put pressure on him, he threw it to us. He throws it to the wrong team when he's pressured. It's what Sam Darnold has always done his entire career. And if the Packers would have put pressure on him in this game, I think he would have done it more. But they didn't.
He's actually been one of the better quarterbacks against the blitz this year, though.
I was gonna say he's like one of the top quarterbacks against the blitz this year.
Well,
I don't know when Sam Darnold's going to turn into a pumpkin. I keep
That's
waiting
what I
for
was
it
gonna
to
say.
happen.
People are not remembering who he is this year.
I am far old enough to know what Sam Darnold has looked like for his entire career, and I keep waiting for it to happen. I understand that he's been good this year against pressure, but we could go back to all the prior years in his career, and he
Not
has
with the
not
Vikings.
been that guy.
Let's
Fair
Not
enough.
with the
So
Vikings.
3
I'd
words
rather
on that
put
one.
pressure on a quarterback
Kevin,
than let him
Doesn't
stand
that show
there
you
for all
though?
day.
Kevin
Doesn't that
O'Connell,
show you,
yes,
though,
yes,
how
yes,
great
yes.
Kevin O'Connell is.
But Kevin O'Connell's not on the
O'Connell's.
field. Kevin O'Connell's not on the field, and different quarterbacks are, and obviously Matt LaFleur is not on the field as well. So Dale, what is this deal with? I don't know if he's trying to be a gunslinger now or whatever, but he keeps throwing off his back foot. Is that worrying you at all? He just doesn't seem like he's setting his feet. He's just not. Maybe even the Packers are just making him into a game manager, Dale.
I don't think that no, he's not a game man. You can't say he's a gunslinger in one part of your sentence and then say he's a game manager in the other. Those are totally different things. But what he does do is he does throw off his back foot because he thinks he's got arm strength to get it there without setting his feet. He does have that, but you can't make accurate throws when you're dancing around in the pocket. One of the things that I've said many times on our podcast is I think there's 2 things. One, the Packers told Jordan Love, Jordan, you're not going to run with the football. You're going to stand in the pocket and you're going to throw. You're going to be a pocket quarterback. And I think he takes that to heart and he doesn't run enough. I think he needs to get out of the pocket and use his legs more. And I think that also then relates to him just continuing to fade back and fade back and fade back because he's trying to stay in the pocket long enough to make that throw. But then he can't set his feet because there's guys at his feet. I think that they're both come off of the same thing, that he does not want to run out of the pocket. And I think he's been told that his entire career.
Isaac, are you kind of seeing that too?
Yeah, I think that's part of the problem. And I think that there's a little bit of a lack of trust with LaFleur in these games. With him, honestly. I hate to dig deeper here. I don't know. I think part of it's a love problem. It sucks because he does seem to just want to just throw off that back foot constantly. But not to shift blame off Love, because I got a lot on him. I'm a little concerned with how up and down he is. I'm not saying he's I don't think he's I'm not going to be mean to Andy. I think Caleb has potential, but I don't think he's a Will Levis. He plays like him at moments, but he's a better quarterback than that. He's got serious arm talent. But I got to see a little more here. It hasn't been a CJ Stroud level bad season, but I want to see more, even though they paid him, before I'm going to wonder if he's got the ceiling of an Aaron Rodgers or a Brett Favre, because those 2 dudes are top 15, top 20 quarterbacks all time. That's conservative, probably top 20, both of them. Just being honest, they both are. They're both Hall of Fame quarterbacks. They both won a Super Bowl. I wonder if Jordan Love has that ceiling, but they've built parts of this roster around him excellently. If we get a receiver in one pass rusher, that's
I was told that the Packers had amazing wide receivers. I know Jaden Reed.
Did I say that to you?
No, Trev, did you say that?
I said our core is good enough. I didn't. You guys want to talk about number one wide receivers, and you can talk about that all day. I like our core. I like it. You just throw to the guy who's open. And at the end of the day, do we need a number one? Sure, like that'd be nice. I'm not saying it wouldn't be nice to have a number one guy, a clear cut. The thing is, Watson is special, but he's injured all the time. Yeah. And so that's our issue. And so I'm not saying that we have the best wide receiver core. I just like them a lot. I like every single one of them for different reasons.
I do like the different receiving, like that each guy has different talents. I think Watson is a deep threat. I think he's flashed a lot of potential. Dubs reminds me a little bit of Randall Cobb, actually, because he shows up in big games, but he's kind of absent otherwise, even though Jaden Reed is more of the Randall Cobb body type, and he plays more like Cobb. Dubs reminds me of Cobb because he'll have these amazing games, and then he'll be absent for like 4 or 5 games, and it's not always just because he's banged up. This receiving core, imagine this receiving core if we went out and got a Garrett Wilson. Oh my gosh. And he's going to be available. What if we brought Devontae back? We went out and got T. Higgins. The receiving core would look great.
But here's the thing: you can dream about that. You actually have to have a quarterback that's going to throw to it. And I don't know if it was good or bad. Last year, obviously, Jordan Love's, how he played throughout the playoffs and everything. If everyone kind of thought, hey, we got an next Hall of Fame quarterback, but it really
it's just been this. It's been this. But
here's the thing. Dale. Josh Jacobs. If you guys hadn't signed Josh Jacobs, if you had another running back, I feel like he's kind of the one of the best, other than Sam Darnold, kind of the one of the best division signings this year.
And McKinney, those two, yeah, man. And
Darnold and Dale Jacobs. He's been as advertised, hasn't he?
Josh Jacobs is the reason that the Packers could go on the road and win playoff games.
That's fair.
They can win in Philadelphia in bad weather. I love Aaron Jones, and I will never shit on Aaron Jones, but he's not the guy that you're going to ride, in the cold weather. So Josh Jacobs is a great addition. And yeah, Xavier McKinney also. We hit on 2 big free agents this year. Is that enough to win in the playoffs? I don't know. Find out.
Probably not.
Well, and let's go ahead and shift to this week. We got 2 division matchups, but give us Rev. Give us.
We ain't gonna talk about the belt ass we gave to the 49ers. I'll keep it short.
Yeah, go for it.
I'll keep it short. All right. Mission complete. Everybody that beat us last year, we beat. Okay.
I forgot about the game.
Did you want credit for beating the San Fran team? We beat
I
them.
don't care. Nobody cares that we hurt. Everybody's saying the Vikings gonna beat us. We went there.
You still have enough pieces intact, though.
They got enough. They got enough. Debo played. You guys have enough. Debo played. What's the name on defense?
So the Lions won, and obviously some people said it was a meaningless game because it really, regardless of win or lose, you were going to come down to this last week, win lose situation there. But yeah, the Lions, they did what they needed to do, and obviously Dan Campbell, you're still in on continue to play players all the way through.
Honestly, it wasn't meaningless until the Vikings won or lost. So what are we supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? At the end, give up our number 1 seed, give up our top of the division record for them. No, that ain't how Dan Campbell coach. He petty like me. Everybody that beat us last year had to get the belt this year. Everybody. And that's what we did. Cipher complete. All right. Vikings Lions. 8-20.
Sunday. You better
win
this
complete
game.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and go to that 7th letter. Give us some keys, and then we'll go back to the Bears one later. Give us some keys. You're ready to go here. The Vikings at the Lions. 3-point favorites. So it's not complete yet.
Wait, who are the favorites?
Other people that we
The
beat.
Lions are 3-point favorites. So
it's whatever. That's how we win. Anyway.
Seventh letter. I'll
Love
give
to
you
be
the floor first. Seventh letter. Give us some keys to the Lions this week.
All right, so we just got to slow the game down. Keep the defense off the field as much as possible, like we did the Packers those few times, like when we were hurt, like we were. If we keep the ball out of their hands for a while, we just gotta wait for a turnover.
Mm-hmm.
We're not punting, okay? So the score is gonna be 30-40, 30-point, 40-point game. Like it is what it is. We can't stop nobody. It's all right. My thing is the middle of your offensive line. Like I think we can attack through there. I think we can force a turnover or two. All I need is one turnover. That's all I need. I need Jared Goff to do what he do. Because obviously, like I think both of the offensive coordinators got each other number anyway. Kevin O'Connell got our number offensively. Ben Johnson got y'all number. Y'all can't stop us. We can't stop y'all. Justin Jefferson, if we just let him do his thing, keep him out the end zone, and just stop all that TJ Hawkinson and Addison stuff, we should be just fine. I don't know if Aaron Jones is playing or not.
I heard he is. I think he is.
Yeah, so if he plays, he plays. We going after that leg. Sorry. Okay. We going after that contusion. It is what it is. Has to happen. If we keep them off the field, we should do just fine. It's going to be loud. I think Sam Darnold is going to be a little nervous, and he'll Darnold. And I'm just depending on him Darnolding in the third, fourth quarter. And that's how we'll get the lead and ultimately win by 3 points. Whoever get the ball last wins.
I mean, you could also say he might golf, right?
Golf ain't golfed in a while, bro. All right. All right.
Golf has pumpkin in them. I think Golf and Darnold both have a pumpkin in them.
So
no. I've got a question.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, JJ.
When you say stop, like Jordan Addison, stop TJ Hawkinson, you don't mean by using a certain guy named Kirby Joseph, do you? Because we know how your coach thinks. You know.
But like hit him in the legs or something.
Yeah.
Like get interceptions.
People get hit. Safeties and cornerbacks hit tight ends in the legs, yo. They 260
We also
pounds.
got Naylor.
Huh? I ain't worried about it.
Karma hits y'all. Y'all play dirty and look at how many guys you have hurt.
I wasn't worried about Naylor either until he started slowing us.
Yeah, he's right.
If I just don't like I've seen games with us before, and none of them people normally do anything to us. It's always JJ. So it's not really to them. They don't bother me. Like, and I know TJ Hawkinson soft. He played for me. I know he's soft. And if you keep on getting hands on him and stuff, he gonna fade out of the game like he do. He does it. Now, if you let him eat, he gonna eat. But he's soft. That's why he got traded. Thanks for giving us a second round.
I could see this going like the Packers-Vikings game where Naylor and Addison destroy you guys a little bit.
But he never does. He never does.
But you guys lack depth in the secondary. I feel like
Addison
you may contain.
And Addison kill us. When?
It's at the cost of those other guys.
2023. You kidding me?
Look at the stats, bro. He
Addison's
ain't kill us.
this year, man.
Justin Jefferson
He had 911
averages
yards this season due to the fact that we played you guys in the last game.
What you
We were
mean?
fighting for the playoffs. Sure, we didn't make it, but he had that stat.
Who? Addison against
Jordan
us?
Addison.
He ain't do nothing to us. He never do. He don't do nothing to us. Yo, the other one that y'all let go. Well, Osborne used to give it to us. Osborne all the time. All the time he gave it to us.
Before you guys were looked at even a little bit.
Osborne was there last year. He scored on us. What you talking about? Come on, man. Y'all
With
don't
us or with a different
AJ gets a touchdown this year against.
So seventh letters.
Osborne had over 100 yards against Lions last. Of course,
always do
with Minnesota.
Of course, Nick Mullins threw for 800 yards against you guys last year.
It don't matter. He's going to throw for Sam. All right. This is my prediction. Sam Darnold is going to throw for 400 yards this week and still lose. Watch. I'm telling you, y'all. Listen, y'all haven't beat us in Detroit in a very long time. Last year we beat y'all with less. Year before that we beat y'all with even less.
That's so true. They act like they've won 3 Super Bowls. They're not the Chiefs.
They're not.
One.
Packer fans act like they've actually won a division. And they have not.
Y'all ain't win a Super Bowl either. Y'all haven't won a Super Bowl. The Vikings ain't win a Super Bowl either.
The Lions haven't even smelt an NFC Championship in who knows how long.
I've been to the NFC Championship. Hold on, I went last year. What have you done for me lately? You know what I mean?
Shelby.
And how did that go?
All right, Shelby, I want to give you a chance.
There's 2 teams that haven't won Super Bowls here. We know who they are.
So, Shelby, I want to give you a chance here to give us some keys to the game. I mean, obviously the Vikings. They can really flip the script here. Do you think the Vikings are going to win? And what are your keys?
I basically think the exact same thing as Seventh Letter, except the opposite. If we stay on offense, I think that we can drive through their defense. This game against the 49ers gave me more confidence because they were driving. They didn't even punt until the third quarter?
They got Debo. They got the best tight end in the world.
Would you guys have won if he didn't throw 2 interceptions? That's
real. How a game go.
I know, but I'm saying that's the thing. That's the thing, though.
You can't answer the question.
What you mean? It's a sack, interception, fumble. It's how the game goes. It don't matter how many yards.
Our defense is 3rd in the league right now with points allowed. We are number 1 in takeaways.
Who have you faced?
Nobody. Same damn teams that you guys have faced.
Yeah, what are you talking? We all played the same people.
Y'all lost to us.
You cannot
Don't forget y'all lost
by 2 points. By 2
It would have been ugly. If David Montgomery didn't fumble, it would have been a blowout.
I don't know, man. That's what I'm saying. I don't know one person that can sit here and say on either side, Vikings or Lions fans, that one of us will dominate the other.
Okay.
Like, let's be so realistic.
The Packers lost by 2 points on Sunday. The Vikings dominated the Packers that game. Right?
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
That don't mean nothing.
I'm not saying
that. I'm saying if we look at Vikings Lions, take all the other games away, we were your most even opponent. The stats are damn near exact. Goff and Darnold are damn near exact. If you guys still had a healthy defense, yeah, maybe I could say that you guys would have a higher chance of dominating. But we are the only team that is giving you for the run for money. Let's not act like we have the exact same record. We are on a 9-game winning streak. We are number 1 in takeaways. We are number 3 in points allowed. And then go to our offense against your defense. It is going to be, like you said, it is going to be whoever has the ball last. And if Darnold doesn't slip, I think that we have a chance of winning by more than 3. But I genuinely don't think it is going to be a game that one or the other is not. I think it's going to be a 3-point game, 2-point game, even 1-point game. It's going to be high scoring. It's going to be exciting. If you are a football fan, you have to be excited for the game. Like, it's like what Trev said. It's ratings. Everybody is excited to watch this game.
I hate it here.
It is going to be so fun to watch.
Andy,
I hate it here. All right, let's go around then. What about you, Rhino? Are you picking the Vikings to win this game?
Well, of course I am, but
okay.
I mean,
there's always that but after.
Justin Jefferson averages 180 yards receiving in Ford Field.
Yeah.
You know,
I was at that game.
He's 1-4.
Nick Mullins threw for 400 yards a game
against Nick Mullins. He would not
Detroit
be
in 2 games last year. Sam Darnold is gonna go out there and just what Seventh Letter said earlier. Sam Darnold could throw for 400 yards this week.
Yeah,
but it's going to be a close game. That first game, it was a 12-round heavyweight bout between the 2 best teams in the NFC. And we're going to have a repeat of that this weekend. It's going to be hard fought. It's going to be a tight game. The biggest thing, if the Vikings can keep Jahmyr Gibbs in check, because he killed us last time. Montgomery being out, that evens things up a little bit. But I'm going to say it's a 3 to 4 point game. Vikings are going to win it. But
all right, JJ, are you
one last thing I forgot to say. Yeah. I do really hope that Flores comes with a different approach against Goff. We cannot count on blitzing that motherfucker. Like, we need to do something different, because that was the main reason that we kind of lulled in that one quarter. So I'm really hoping that they have a different plan in that part of the game.
So you're saying the Vikings going to win, right?
Yeah.
All right. What about you, JJ? We got a Viking sweep on this side?
Well, we're not going to sweep them, but I think we are going to win. I'd say like a game like, I'd say 41-40 Vikings or like 44-41, something like that. But what I'm trying to say is, yes, the Lions did beat us, but you can't make it as if the Lions would dominate us, because if we had gotten that first down, remember, Sam Darnold, he dropped back, or I believe it was a play action. He threw the ball. He overthrew Justin Jefferson, right? If he doesn't overthrow him, we win that game. And this whole conversation would have been different from week 5. So what I'm saying is you can't say the Lions would always dominate the Vikings, because and Justin Jefferson, for example, he plays better almost no matter what quarterback he has. I mean, put Amon-Ra St. Brown with Nick Mullins, and you're looking at a game that's a lot less than what Jay Jettis gets, in my opinion. That's just what I'm thinking, because he's basically quarterback proof,
Although Bears did shut him down. I'm just saying. Bears shut him down. Jalen Johnson shut Jettis down. I'm just saying. Hey,
we still had 100 yards against you guys.
That's not shutting someone down. That's using penalties to make. You're a 4-1 team. I don't even know why I'm talking to you.
When shutting somebody down means he has 96 yards. I mean, that says something right there.
I gotta say this really fast. I want Rev to have his point. I'm gonna make this quick.
Yeah.
If the Vikings and the Lions D's are really gonna give up 40, guys, I'm sorry.
I don't think they're gonna
beat Philly.
Last time it was 31-29 last time. It's going to be somewhere right in that same range again, upper 20s, low 30s.
It needs to be, because you guys need to play better defense than that against Philly in the playoffs, because I'm telling you.
It's not going to be a 40 to,
well, everyone's
40 something point game.
It is. So let's go ahead
and I agree, dude. It better not be.
So Trevor, you had something to add. Do you think
I do think Shelby, JJ, Rhino, just something I'm hearing. You're right. You lost by 2 points to them. It was close. It's respectable. It's not a blowout. But you guys are so hypocritical, because that's exactly what happened to us. And you pretend like you won by 20.
There wasn't a difference.
That's exactly what happened to us.
The Lions game was close.
If you want to use this and say we only lost by 2, then give us some respect for once.
We're good enough to the game didn't matter to you guys.
I'm never going to give the Packers their respect, but that's okay. So, Rhino, what were you saying?
I was just going to. Trev said a little while ago that game didn't matter. Now he's all bent out of shape.
No, I'm just saying you guys are acting like you won by 30. You won by 2. And now you're saying, we only lost by 2 to the Lions. Do you not see that that's the most hypocritical thing that has been said here tonight?
No,
like if you guys cannot see that, I'm just telling you right now. If you want respect, then be respectful. But if you don't want to be respectful, I'm telling you right now, I don't care what they win by, lose by. If you guys are going to be like that, then don't be like that with us. That's so hypocritical.
This is such a lot.
One person that's sitting here acting like
20-3.
Shelby, you are totally like that. It's like, we had you guys. It wasn't even close. It's like bull crap.
When did I say it wasn't close?
You won by 2 points, and now you're saying, you know what? You should really respect us, Lions. You should respect us because we only lost by 2 points. It's literally the same argument.
Yeah,
not necessarily. Not necessarily.
The first couple quarters,
game flow is different too.
Yeah.
I gotta say this: the both games happened the same way, and part of that's on the Vikings for taking the foot off the gas and letting us come back.
It is.
Exactly.
We made that comeback, and yes, the game wasn't that close, but you won't let it get to 2 points.
Yeah,
You'll
not
get
arguing
to
that point.
games.
That's on.
We
That's
are-
on
we are
us.
the
It
type of team
absolutely
that
it is.
We're
It
too
is on you.
good
All right,
to hold
Isaac.
back the third quarters.
Isaac, are you going to win? Are the Lions or the Vikings going to win?
I actually think the Vikings are going to win because I think Dan Campbell's going to gamble a little bit too much in
All
an
right.
important game, and he's going to try. He's not going to take 1 or 2 field goals that are going to be the difference in this game, and I think it's going to be a 4 or 5 point game.
All right.
Lions
Trevor,
are the Lions 37-33.
Okay, Trevor, you on the Lions or the Vikings?
I've changed my tune on the Vikings. I have believed in the Vikings more than most Vikings fans have. The thing that I'm thinking about in this game is it's at Ford Field, so I'm going to give the edge to the Lions. Somehow they're going to find a way, but I'm looking forward to the game, and I could be wrong about it. Maybe Vikings win. If the Vikings win, I'm just telling you, all those guys that have come into my comments, I am going to laugh. I'm going to message them.
These are
the only guy that's respectable is Seventh Letter when it comes to the Lions fans. That guy's the dream. You're the dream, Gerard.
Well, someone else is the dream as well. Dale, you kind of sat patiently. Are you?
I have nobody's dream.
He was watching Moria.
He's got the Eberflus beard now. So
I do, and I'm shaving it immediately now that you said that.
Are you Vikings?
I think the Lions win this game 37-31, somewhere in there. I think it's a high-scoring game, but I think that the Lions are just a better football team. I think that's what it comes down to. And I know that both Goff and Darnold could turn into pumpkins, like has been said, but it's going to happen for Sam Darnold. I think Goff is a better player.
You know, I'm going to say one thing. I don't know. We're building this game up, right? That this is the championship, right? I don't really know that this game means as much as we think it means. So I'm going to say that the Vikings are going to win 32-28, but you're going to like the Seventh Letter. I think this will be the catalyst. I think the Lions are going to that'll help them kind of go on no one respects us, and they're going to go on the run and go through the playoffs.
That's my fear too.
Is a five seed, so I think the Lions are the better team. Who's playing better right now? Which quarterback's playing better right now? And I don't know. It is at Ford Field. I do think the Vikings are going to win this game, though.
Can I make a statement?
Yeah.
I don't think people like foreigners that aren't really into, let's say, the NFC North, well, they have to be into it this year. But isn't it just absolutely mind-boggling, insane how a 14-win team could be, would you say, the 5th seed? That's insane. That shows you how competitive this division is, how hard this division fights for wins, especially the Vikings and the Lions. They've been very dominant, both teams. And I think that really goes to show you that considering the adversity that we went through this season,
Packers are
last
11 wins, man.
Well,
11 wins is the 7th seed.
Hey, Isaac, let JJ finish here. JJ finish.
And I think that Kevin O'Connell should be the coach of the year. And I don't think Dan Campbell should even be on the list because I don't think he's had to go through much adversity. And if he has, nowhere near as much as us. We've had so many quarterback issues. We went through Josh Dobbs, the Pastronaut, Nick Mullins, Jaron Hall. Yeah, I see you, Lions fan. You can keep pouting your head all you want. Kevin O'Connell's the coach of the year. Now, Kevin O'Connell also, the greatest comeback in the history of the NFL, for example.
I should punch the Colts in the face for that.
Need I say more?
The Colts need to be punched in the face. Every player on the Colts need to be punched in the face for that game. Go ahead. Continue, JJ. I'm sorry.
It's all good. Hey, we're friends outside of sports, right?
Of course.
We're friends even inside this, and obviously no one's giving my Bears any respect, but this is how tight the division is. 3 of the teams, you guys, we should have won those 3 games against all of you guys at the beginning of the season before the wheels fell off. So, hey, we're closer as a 4-win team than you think. We're closer than you
Can
think.
I just say the lack of respect? We won 11 games, and he's just dismissing us. Don't sleep on us, man. We've kept all these games close, except for the one game where Love had one leg against the Lions. We kept these games close. One or two little things changed differently. I mean, come on. Yes, the Vikings were ahead by a lot.
Isaac,
the end score was close.
Isaac, I'm in REM sleep. I'm in REM sleep on the Packers. So
come on, man.
Let's go ahead.
Losing again, dude.
Let's go ahead and go here. So I'm going to start with you, Dale. Week 18 keys of the Bears at the Packers. I saw the spread 10 points. Obviously, everyone's kind of thinking the Bears have packed it in, mailed it in. Dale, are you worried about my Bears?
I'm worried for your Bears.
Oh,
I'm not worried about them. The Packers are going to win this game by 20. I think they've already started to. They've already started to pack their bags. They've already started to get ready, trying to figure out what their vacation plans are. They're going to show up at noon and be like, "Oh, it's cold. I don't really feel like doing this today." I'm sorry. I don't do superlatives.
Everybody's saying that. I get it. Everybody's saying that. Yeah.
Yeah. They scored 3 points last week, and it may be the ugliest game I've ever watched in the history of football.
No, there's a Minnesota game last year that was Minnesota Bears game was, or even the Minnesota. Was it the Minnesota Raiders game?
That was 3-0.
Oh my God!
It was Minnesota U.
All the Vikings faces dropped as you started bringing up last season. I just watched the left side of the screen. Everyone's just faces went down. Don't bring up 2023.
We're not worried about last season. We're worried about this season. But
so here, obviously, so Dale, you think it's gonna be a blowout? Trev, are you worried at all about my Bears?
Well, I just what happens is it's got to be like it's either we're going to be 11-1 or 12-0. So who cares? But I care. I care. I'll tell you right now, Bears fans care, but Bears fans are so stupid, Andy. Just close your ears for a second. I'll tell you why they're so stupid, because they want to win this game. What they should be wanting to do is to lose this game to get a better draft pick. That's what the Bears should do, but they're not going to do that. They're going to try their best, and then they're going to fail, and they're going to feel even worse about themselves. So that's where I'm like, am I worried? I mean, I think you guys should be more worried than we. It's like it's either 12-0 or you win and you get a worse draft pick. So I don't know. I'm not really worried about us.
So you're picking the Packers as well, right?
Of course. The entire world is, Andy.
Right.
You're the only guy. You and Adam Rank are the only guys. They're going to pick the Chicago Bears.
Hey, mess up your draft pick. Mess up your draft pick. It's okay. Do it. Help yourselves out, Andy.
So Isaac, you're going with the Packers as well?
Of course.
Yeah, let's go 37-17. This is going to be a statement game. We're going to get right. They're going to let Love go just unleashed because they need to get some rhythm going. Yeah, hopefully Christian Watson actually plays. I'm so done with Jair Alexander. Trade him this offseason. I'm over it.
He had surgery today.
Yeah, he went on IR.
Why did that take so long to happen? Rev sent me a
it doesn't
message
make any
earlier.
sense.
Dude, does the guy not want to play for us? Like, what's the deal?
I don't think he wants to play, period.
I don't think he wants to play. Miles. I agree with you guys. And he's a great corner when he's healthy, but Nixon's exceeded expectations. We need to get a corner. But sorry, Andy, y'all, no, man. Best case scenario, you guys fool around, make it a 3-point game, and mess up and can't kick a field goal at the end. That's your best case scenario. And I'd be shocked if this game is closer than 10. The Packers are going to be pissed that they lost to a team barely again, and they're going to come out and just wreak havoc on you guys. And you get in your heads anyways, so Packers by 20. Seriously.
Andy, you're going to like this. Who's going to have a better day, Caleb Williams or Jordan Love?
Oh, that's a great question.
Oh, that's an easy one.
Jordan Love.
Malik Willis is going to have a better day.
Caleb Williams.
Spencer Rattler might have a better day.
We'll get to me. I want you guys to pile on. Seventh letter. Are you in on the Packers winning this week?
No, I think the Bears are going to win because I think they're going to put
stealing
Malik
my thunder here.
I'm going to put Malik in. They're going to put Malik in the second half, and I think y'all going to keep it close. And they might take out like some of their pass rushers and stuff.
Malik's actually been killing it this year.
Yeah, I think like I think he was in a position he was probably they barely threw the ball with him. You know what I'm saying? Like I think playing a few quarters against the Bears. If I'm just not feeling how Jordan Love come out in the first half, like the second half of the season.
It's true.
But the Packers want to win to move up to the 6 if Washington blows it. So they have motivation because the 6 path is so much easier than the 7. Because then we go play the freaking Rams or Bucks on the road. Or the Falcons. I'm not worried about any of them. Whoever plays those teams is going to probably be a road favorite in the
the Rams are don't.
Not
all right. You guys are stealing my thunder from my Bears. All right,
sorry,
man.
All right, so I'm gonna pick the Packers. I'm gonna pick the Packers. If the Packers go up by 20 in the first half, then that's a lot of ground to cover for the Bears. So I'm gonna go for the Packers. But hopefully Jordan Love starts off a little better than he has been. You know what I mean?
All right. Well, I'll let the everyone else. I want to be the last one here, the last word. So, what about you, Rhino? You're picking the Packers as well.
Yeah, I'm going to throw you a little bit of a lifeline here, though, Andy. I think the Bears cover. But
okay,
Green Bay is going to win because I think there's going to be some scoreboard watching going on here. Green Bay seeing what the Commanders are doing and everything else, and depending upon where the other games are, they very likely could start pulling guys in the second half. If they figure they're not going to get the 6 seed as it is, they're stuck in the 7. I can see Love coming out. I can see Jacob sitting. I can see a lot of these guys. They're going to do the anti-Lions thing and pull their starters when it doesn't mean anything. And I think the Bears can probably keep this within 10. It could be 7, could be 9, something like that. But I think Bears will cover, but Packers are going to win.
All right. What about you, JJ?
For the Packers-Bears game?
Yeah.
I'm picking the Packers to win. I'm not focusing any of my energy on that game, though. Like, whenever both those teams play, it's a dumpster fire late in the season. Like, I don't really pay attention to that. Either the Packers kill the Bears or it's just an ugly game back and forth, and I don't focus on it, especially when it's in Soldier Field, too, because that thing is older than ancient Mesopotamia, and I don't focus on any of that. So,
shit.
Bringing fire. All right. A simple no on the Bears would have helped, but okay. All right. Okay. All right. I remember these things. All right. It is at Lambeau, and it's probably going to be snowy. Going to be cold. What about you? So, Shelby, are you picking the Packers as well?
First off, I don't know why we're bringing up the weather as if they play in 2 different environments. The Bears should have the exact same advantage. Soldier Field is one of the coldest, worst home field advantages. So I don't think that's going to play any part in it. I think that it's going to come down to Caleb Williams in the sense of if he's a little bitch or not. Because I can see him coming out with a vengeance, being like, this is the last game. I've sucked all season. I need to show up just for this. Or he's going to come out and be like,
340 yards versus the Vikings. Come on.
Season. Fuck this shit. I'm not doing
340 yards versus the Vikings is sucking, evidently. Okay.
That's what I'm saying, though. He can't. First off, he had a time to shine in the last, 2 minutes? So that's what I'm saying. He has it in him, but he's someone, and I've said this before he even was drafted, he's selfish. If he gets into a point where he's in a cry me a river, we suck, I don't think that he's the type to be like, I'm going to ride for this team and I care about this team. He's more like, boo-hoo, I'm over, the season's done anyway. I do think that it's not going to be some crazy blowout. I think that it'll be fun. I don't think that the Bears are going to win, though.
Hold up. What's the weather in Green Bay?
Cold. It's going to be cold. It's going to be teens and probably snowy, I believe.
All right. So if it's snow, the Bears can win. If it's snow.
Right. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I don't know why we're talking about the coldness.
Nah, but the Packers, they play, I don't know, they play like an indoor team for some reason. And
they're weird.
Yeah.
The Packers fan used it as an excuse to losing to us. Yeah, it was raining that day. It was ugly outside.
So here's
the thing.
Lambeau
also hasn't been the home field advantage that it was.
Other than they've gotten some
not in
calls.
cold weather.
So
it's okay. 22 degrees. Yeah.
All right, so I just want to get this. Everybody, coconut painted nails. Hey, whatever it is. So I just want to get this straight. Everyone here on this panel is picking the Packers to beat the Bears, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Are you ready?
I don't know. Seventh letter originally said Bears, and then he changed it.
If it's snowing.
If it's snowing, he said if the backups come and Malik Willis, all that. Yeah. I totally get it. Okay. Bears are winning this game. They're going to win this game 27 to 20. And the Packers are, I know, regardless of their seeding, it's a rivalry game. It matters to both teams. They're going to play Jordan Love throughout the whole game, I think. And if they don't, it doesn't matter. The Bears are going to win this game based on Caleb Williams and based on kind of his maturation through this entire season. And these games mean a lot to him. So he threw for 231 yards. Odunze has really kind of come on. I think that's huge. I know, like it's funny. Everybody still has this narrative that Caleb is he's selfish. He has shown, if you've paid attention to his press conference, all that he's shown that he is not. The one player in
one press conference he had the other day is he said, don't blame me. This team sucked before I got here.
No, that was taken out of context.
Like,
that was absolutely taken out of context. Obviously, you take things out of context.
Exactly what he said.
So seventh letter, no, it was not. He's way out of context, and that's the thing.
He's right.
And it was after a game. Like,
I'm not saying that he was wrong, but still.
Here's the thing.
I love the Bears. I really do. They're great. It's endless.
Okay, well,
man.
here's the thing. The one player that has been selfish has been DJ Moore, and that's been a little bit frustrating for me to kind of see his up and down because all of the talent that he has. Now, I think he's going to have a big game. I think Odunze is going to have a big game. Cole Kmet as well, starting to come on. I think he's going to have a big game this week. I think the Bears, they've got a lot to play for pride-wise. Obviously, you're saying, better, draft pick and all that. These players are not thinking that. These players are not thinking anything about that. Look at the Giants, right? The Giants, Malik Neighbors goes off. Drew Lock goes off. They're screwed out of the number one pick. These players not
and the Raiders. That. And the Raiders. Right? They did the same thing.
And I don't care if the Packers, bench everybody from the first quarter on. I want to win this game because the draft is in Green Bay. I don't want to go to Green Bay because I am going to the draft. I want to go to Green Bay and have another Bears loss. I don't care. I know the Packers are maybe one and done the playoffs, whatever. But that being said, I want this win. This is the game that matters. I think I've said in the past, I don't care if the Bears go 2 and whatever, as long as they beat the Packers twice. Let's go 1 over the Packers.
Andy?
Yes, sir.
If the Packers get some momentum and win this game and roll into the playoffs and not only if they beat you guys and extend the streak to 12, but if they go win a playoff game or 2 and surprise everybody, oh my gosh, you have to show up in Green Bay. That's going to be the best.
Surprise everybody. Everyone's been riding Green Bay's dick until this last
They have been.
No.
Green Bay actually wins the game. They're like, they're the dark horse for the playoffs. That's a problem, I think, with Green Bay.
I was watching multiple things where everyone was like, Green Bay is a Super Bowl contender and Vikings are not. It's like,
I even saw something that said Christian Watson had a higher ceiling than Justin Jefferson.
That's wild.
I even saw someone say that.
Yeah, I don't
know.
agree with
Packers
that.
are 1-4
That was
to
Bukowski,
NFC North
I think, that
teams.
said that. But yeah.
Tell you what, this game obviously doesn't matter to anybody, but it matters to me. The Bears are going to do what they're going to do draft wise.
It matters to us. It matters to us.
Oh, does it? Well, you're going to put Malik Willis in there.
It matters because you matter.
Oh, thank you.
It matters to Bears fans.
Yes.
I am
Trev, I am on a bad losing streak. Yes. It's got to turn. If you, 50-50 toss up here, right? I got to be right sometimes.
50-50. I don't think it's 50-50, bro.
It's not 50-50. You guys got to get out of your heads and get one against us, man.
But
yeah.
In all
Go ahead,
honesty, though, just looking at the way the schedule is, if they're scoreboard watching, we want to leapfrog the Commanders, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm
Maybe
wondering
that's
how
okay.
that's going to enter in. If the Commanders are just all of a sudden ahead, do the Packers just say, "Who cares? We're just prepping for the playoffs. We're going to throw in Malik." I don't know what the plan is there. That's the only way I can see us not. If we're just like, no, we're gonna play to the first half, and then we're gonna throw in all our bench. I think that's the chance where you have to beat us. And then
So-
if you beat us, let's just say you do. Like, we'll literally just say, well, we just threw in our bench.
So, Shelby, I want to
But
ask
we
you a
wanna keep
question
Bears
because you
ownership, man.
obviously,
we got to keep it.
Shelby, you
Uh-oh.
have you've talked obviously dated some players. Have you talked to them about like this? Like, do they scoreboard watch? Do they do any of that, or like is that a real thing?
No, they definitely, even like they're gonna throw the season for draft pick. Nobody thinks like that. I think that they're all very competitive. The one thing though is when the game is done, they're capable of like letting it go. Like, they may be mad the night of, but they're not going to sit there and, like, let it stew. But that's going to be anyone who's competitive. You know what I mean? But I don't know one person, even outside of the NFL, that's a professional athlete that's like, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, you're in a competitive sport professionally for a reason. You have to keep that mindset to even enjoy the NFL. Because more than anything, most of them don't like their job.
Oh,
They're like, this is a job. I don't even like Marcus Davenport hates being in the NFL.
Yeah.
And we can tell.
Yeah,
We
the
can
guy
tell.
plays one game a year. I mean, that's
Right.
It's a
But he
rough
still
life.
gets paid, so whatever. But like, it's that kind of thing where it's like the love kind of gets taken out of it, and the one time that they feel that is during the game.
yeah,
So,
yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah. So
I
it's
don't
gonna
think
be interesting.
anyone's like looking up at the screen and they're like, "Oh yeah, I guess we don't have to play anymore." That's another reason why Dan Campbell, they ride for him, because he is the person that's like, we're gonna go for it regardless.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with Kevin O'Connell, where at the beginning of the year, there's a speech that he did before the season even started where he was like, this team is important. They're going to be talking about us. We know what we are. And that's exactly why teams do better than other diva teams where they don't care about the team. It's not that they don't care about winning. It's that, like you said about DJ Moore, he only cares about himself and like, oh, I'm not getting the ball. Same thing happened with AJ Brown. It's like you have to have a team mindset, and in order to have a team mindset, you have to always care about winning, always care about the next play, and that shows in the teams that are successful.
Well, that's the problem with the NFC North is the LaFleur. I think LaFleur can be included in that too, but LaFleur, O'Connell, and Campbell, the Bears just got to find their coach. I think more than anything, because the rest of the NFC North is set there. It's three of the better top 7 coaches in the league, probably.
Yeah. No, I definitely think that the Bears. It's not like it was a couple years ago where it's like y'all suck and you're gonna suck. No. It really is just. I was even talking about it tonight at Bowl. Was like it really just comes down to a coach. You look at the Lions. You look at the Vikings. Coaches change. You look at Darnold. Having a coach changed the entire trajectory of his career.
And look how close the Bears were without a coach. I mean, so hey, we're close. We had Eberflus, and we almost beat all y'all. All right.
The Vikings literally, it was 2. Said fuck it. Then you guys came back, and then we beat y'all immediately in the overtime because Darnold was like, "Oh shit, never mind, I got to try for a second." And then
it was a hard fought win.
He wasn't trying.
Shelby, you remember, is a hard-fought win, as we said.
Right.
But I think, Shelby, you're right. No player sits there and goes, I don't want to play, blah, blah, blah. You're 100% right. But nobody wants to walk into next week with injuries. And so that's the thing where it'll be a coach that says, hey, it's time to sit so-and-so, and it's time to sit so-and-so.
Right.
Like, you guys would be sitting everyone if you weren't playing the Lions for the number 1 seed. That just a fact.
Absolutely.
That's why what Campbell is so interesting is because they are riding for him so much that everyone is kind of like going into battle being like, I could die today. Like, you watch, they're not even.
It's true.
Tell you what, I mean.
I wish your name was working.
You play a certain time and then you practice a certain amount. Where Campbell, you're constantly playing, and I think that's why they've had more injuries and more severe injuries. Why? What? They had 3 people with a broken leg? 2
leg, forearm, jaw, ACL,
crazy,
pec tear, everything, bro.
And they're still going. There's not a player that I've seen come out being like, oh, I'm mad, like he needs to learn how to sit people or some shit like that. It's like they are locked in, and I think that is why they're as good as
everybody wanted.
I love the comments during the show.
Everybody wanted to play San Francisco. We wanted to get everybody.
Yep, exactly.
Well, the good news is I think San Fran's done. I think their reign is over.
Oh, for sure.
Who knows?
I really don't see a comeback.
Matters.
They're too hurt.
You know what's scary? Like if the Packers get Deebo Samuels next year, that'd be scary.
And he's locked in and healthy. Oh yeah.
Nah, he locked in. He locked in. No, I wouldn't say that. I just said Purdy kind of suck. But if he get on that Packers and they get him and Josh Jacobs, there'd be more.
Well, people are saying Cousins might go to 49ers now.
Cousins should go to the Giants.
Gosh.
Go rob them because you know he care about.
Is Rodgers going there too?
Shanahan has always had that love affair with Kirk Cousins. You know, it's like the old '80s movie where he's standing out there with the boombox outside of Kirk's window.
JJ, do you know what that is? Boombox?
Oh,
yes, I know what a boombox is.
Referencing?
You know what a boombox is.
Well, I don't know the full reference, but I do know what a boombox is for sure. Like the one that Brian Samoa used to carry in the locker room, and back in 2022, I believe it was. Yeah, I know what a boombox is.
Well, I'll tell you what, guys.
It's way better now with the Wi-Fi, with all the music on your iPod or whatever. On your phone. That's way better nowadays.
No, in my opinion, I think boomboxes look cooler than speakers nowadays, in my opinion. Like the speakers that kids are blasting the hallways at school.
You had a good fucking boombox. Everyone automatically was like...
Except for the AirPods. Kids, like, I'm a teacher. Kids try to sneak them, and I'm like, dude, I can see it. Like, you're not sneaking. Or they do the crap with their phones where they're like, they're trying to hide them, and I'm like, no, it doesn't.
We see it.
Well, hey, tell you what, everyone, it's been just a action-packed day tonight. I definitely appreciate everyone coming on, all the comments, a lot of great stuff. I truly hate it here.
Thanks, man.
We're my team.
Thank you for doing this on New Year's, though, dude. Seriously.
Yeah, absolutely. Happy New Year, everybody.
Yeah, it's crazy. We're brand new year, 2025. And obviously, first show of the new year. Thanks for everyone joining us. As a Bears fan right now, I'm looking forward to Packers week and 2025. Hopefully this year has a lot better, lot more post-game joy for me. Seventh letter, you realize, that I can be positive after games, right?
Bro, you've been going on dates before games are over. Watch. You put up pictures. He put up pictures in front of statues and pictures and shit. In front of a picture in front of an owl or something the other day. Like, where the fuck he at?
Well, yeah, we were Yes, we were not in town. Yes, I was
Right.
like, nope.
You were literally like, yeah, I'm not even watching the game. I was like, oh.
I told you I wasn't watching. I'm like, it wasn't worth watching. This game is worth watching. So yes. So I definitely appreciate everyone coming. And obviously your first appearance has been amazing, JJ. You got a lot of great points, a lot of great fire. Where can everyone find you and your energy as we close up?
JJ Vikings. This is my name. It's my name on all my social media: YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And it's where I talk Vikings.
A lot of
Whether
great
we win
stuff.
or lose, the passion is there.
It is.
That's
And
good.
obviously, Isaac, you always have a lot of fun, great stuff as well. A lot of great content. Where can everyone find you as we close out?
And JJ, I'm gonna send you a message. I want to do a show with you next week, but you can find me on Fridays
Absolutely.
on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook Live. I'll be talking about this Packers Bears game. I'm gonna have a fun guest on this week, and then on Tuesdays with my Bears fan, I do a show every week with a Bears fan. We'll be coming back next Tuesday after the holidays.
All good stuff. Definitely like and subscribe as well. Shelby, where can everyone find you?
Shelby Tweten on Twitter, Instagram, and the Skull Queen on TikTok.
Definitely a great follow as well. And win or lose this week, this game doesn't really matter, right?
Yeah. We need to go in with fire. If anything, maybe it doesn't matter and we go in with even more fire in the playoffs. But I don't think I don't even know, honestly. It just doesn't feel real.
Yeah,
I do recaps after all the games on TikTok.
You do a good job.
You even
Thank
have
you.
your parents involved in stuff. All that good stuff. Yeah.
I've been rewatching every game, so that's been fun. That's how you know that the games have been good to watch.
I have not even been watching some of my games, so I get it. Rhino, where can we find you as we close out?
Vikings Uncensored on YouTube and Facebook, at Vikes Uncensored on the Twitter X. We'll have our preview show Saturday night this week, 7 p.m. Central Time, so make sure everybody tunes in there. We'll be talking a whole lot of Vikings Lions type stuff, and ready to roll. One seed is on lock.
Pretty crazy. All good stuff. Definitely worth that watch as well. And Trevor, where can we find you?
Yeah, you can find me RevTrevNFL all over the place. I just did a video called The Packer Problems. I did the one about it does not matter. I was at the Seahawks game when we smashed Seattle. That's a great one. There's a lot of stuff to watch, so check me out, RevTrevNFL.
Always love your stuff. Other than the team you root for, so
I appreciate that.
Definitely follow all his stuff as well. Lots of great intros, videos, logos, all that great stuff. And you can find me on NFL Outdated on YouTube, on Twitter. I think we're gonna do live reaction show, or we're gonna watch the game. Hopefully, I'm able to watch the whole game this week, and maybe even do a rewatch. That's my goal, to do a rewatch this week, which means
there you go.
One. If we win, we'll do a rewatch. So
love it, Andy. You hate it here. We know.
We're gonna end the 10 game losing streak this week. I'm calling it. Bears are winning. You can find us on Freezin #4 pod on TikTok, and all good stuff on Wednesdays, 9:30 Central Time. And for now, this might be your last time, Seventh Letter. Where can we find you? This might be your last time at the perch here. Someone might knock you off that, but I want to give you your opportunity here. Where can we find you?
You can find me 7th Letter 4 on Twitter X.
Same old G.
Same OG on Instagram and Facebook, and myself and Dan Campbell's nuts.
Oh my
The
god.
Vikings on Sunday. On Sunday,
Get out.
about 11:30.
You
Get
brought that
out.
on the
Oh
show.
my god.
About 11:30 at night. Listen, man. Enjoy seeing you guys. Nice to meet you, JJ.
Nice to meet you, JJ.
Y'all have a good week and
You too.
enjoy the games on Sunday, man. Love you all. Y'all be safe out here. Stay warm, especially you guys over in the Midwest.
It's
all
been
right.
pretty mild. We've been all right. But
It's snowing in Green Bay right now. 100%.
I'm south. I'm good. I'm all good.
Okay, cool.
Well, thanks
Wait, you
again,
don't live in
everybody.
Michigan?
I'm in
Oh,
New
no.
Jersey. I'm
Oh
in
yeah,
New
he's.
Jersey. Yeah.
The funny thing is, we've talked about this. I think I'm the only one. Well, I guess we got one Minnesota Viking fan, at least in Minnesota. I'm in Wisconsin. I'm in enemy territory. So how about that?
That's got to be hard.
Building character.
Yeah,
This
no one's
week
in
it's
their
not
home.
going to be hard. Not going to be hard this week.
That is going to be a rough life for you, sir.
Man, he's sharp.
All
His
the time. I know
his
how
sword-
it is. I used to live
his
near
sword
there.
is
You
sharp.
cross the enemy territory, and they just let you know all the time.
Oh,
I'm
all the
sorry,
time.
bud.
All the time. Not this week, though. But hey, it's been a great week. Once again, it's been Freezin for NFC North Podcast, episode 118. Final week of the regular season. Lots going down. So heading into the playoff preview next week and all that stuff. So thanks again, everyone, for joining. And we'll catch you again next week.
Happy New Year, y'all.
Happy New Year.
y'all.
Go Vikes.
Go
Go
Vikings.
Vikings.